of the day.
Maybe 700 may be a bad number.
I do have one more clip, which I thought was interesting because this is Ben Carson, who is effectively now out of the race. He can never become president again because he did the unthinkable. He said something about the gays. And the thing he said about the gays is being gay is a personal choice. You're not born with it. You're not born this way. Hey, gaga. It is a choice. And this is very, very bad if you want to run for president. This is almost like the Dean scream as far as I'm concerned. He can never outlive this. It's like, bye-bye, Felicia. He can't do it. However,
do it. You know, as much as Ben Carson is an interesting character, extremely smartest guy in the room, probably smarter than the two of us combined.
Yeah.
He is a humorless stick in the mud. He does not have the personality to get very far in an election. He is just and he knows he's a know-it-all. He is a know-it-all. He probably does know most of what he says.
Yeah, he actually knows it all, yeah.
But it's just annoying.
But here's what's interesting. This happened on, I don't know, some show, probably another, MSNBC. I don't know what it is. But there's a kicker because I have the next line that he delivered nuances what he was saying to a large degree, which, of course, you will never hear mention anywhere because that's not important. We just need to know he's dumb about gays.
The judicial system at the state level has to answer to the people.
What if people of a state vote for a law 100-0 that winds up infringing on the rights of a minority, like happened very often with slavery, like many would argue is happening now with people who are gay?
And our Constitution was followed, and we corrected those things.
And isn't that what's happening right now with same-sex marriage? It's being corrected as a form of violation of equal protection.
No, you can't just say because it happened that way this time, this is the same situation. It's not the same situation.
Why not?
Because people have no control over their race, for instance.
You think they have control over their sexuality?
Absolutely.
You think being gay is a choice?
Absolutely.
Why do you say that?
Because a lot of people who go into prison straight, and when they come out, they're gay.
Now, I just want to stop for a second. As a bi-curious male, it's very possible that if I went to jail, I would come out gay. I don't necessarily agree with Mr. Carson on this. You know, I just might, if I'm there for 10 years, I might fall in love with some dude. Sure. It could happen. So I don't think this is good. But the kicker is what he actually was talking about after this faux pas.
So did something happen while they were in there? Ask yourself that question.
Never go to prison. You know there's a whole theory of dominance.
Wait a minute. I said a lot of people who go in, come out. Are you denying that that's true?
I am not denying that that's true, but I am denying that that's as a basis of understanding homosexuality.
If, in fact, that is the case, then it obviously thwarts what you just said.
A lot of people go into jail as a drug addict and they come out as a criminal.
But
does that mean that all drug addicts are criminals?
Here's what's important. Why do gay people want to get married? Because they want to have various rights.
No, they want
property rights.
That's right.
Visitation rights.
They want their commitment to count just like mine and my wife's.
Why can't any two human beings, I don't care what their sexual orientation is, why can't they have the legal right to do those things?
That's what they're fighting for.
Okay, that does not require changing the definition of marriage.
He's right. Finally, someone who actually says it. We should be, the government should not legislate marriage.
That's a very funny clip. I'm going to give you a clip of the day for that.
Really?
If you can find it.
No, of course I can find it. Thank you very much. I wasn't actually expecting it. Right.
Clip of the day.
And well, you shouldn't have. But that was actually very interesting what he said. See, this is the problem with the guy. He's too clever. Instead, he doesn't play the political correctness game.
Too clever for his own good. He screwed himself by trying to do something really intelligent.
He doesn't understand the media. He doesn't understand. This guy is kind of a dummy for the smartest guy in the room.
That's what happens with smarties.
Yeah, and so he outsmarted himself and comes around with if you listen to the whole thing, which nobody will give you. No one will ever play that, which is why you got the clip of the day, because it was well worth making this point. This is never going to happen, and no one else will play that, and no one else will understand what was he trying to accomplish with this conversation. Now we know. Ben
Carson will go down in his history as the gay jail guy.
Gay in jail,
guaranteed.
Yeah, no, that's what you want to do. You just you have to find some way to marginalize the guy. with some
amen. Fist bump.
Damn. You have to marginalize the guy, and you have to diminutize his stature. You gotta pound him down. You gotta beat him down.
Beat him into submission.
Yeah, well, he's been beaten, so that's the way it goes. But again, he's a humorless guy that has no karma, no charisma. I mean,
charisma. He's got no charisma.